Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we went around Hoenn doing some things we can only do now that we have Surf, and got ourselves some TMs for Lombre, which is always great. Well, we only got one, but we also got an HM just at the end of the episode before that, so whatever. This time, you may notice that this guy who beat us up once is here. I approach him cautiously. Oh, Winter, you look like you have a lot of zip. That's a good thing. Fine, I've decided I need a favor, Winter. Mauville City has an underground sector called New Mauville. Winter, I'd like you to go there and switch off the generator. The generator has been running a bit haywire. It's getting unsafe. Here, this is the key to get into New Mauville. Don't you worry about it. It won't be a challenge to you. The entrance to New Mauville is just a short surf away from Route 110. That's it then, you have my trust! I mean, he even has Wa in his name. This is Route 110. We'll start surfing in just a second. Alright. The New Mauville side quest is not fun, but it does get you a very good reward. Team Aqua was here. Someone painted that onto the sign, but then someone else painted over it. Team Magma rules is what it says now. So, at least now we have confirmation that the majority of their members are just incompetent idiots. Had to think of a word that wasn't a swear there. The door's locked. Use the basement key, yes. Use the basement key. Why is it called the basement key if this is just another part of the city? This isn't a basement. I mean, I guess it's an interior. This place is... I'm not sure if this is in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, actually.
Oh no!
I know Sea Mauville replaced the abandoned ship, but not sure about this. Anyway, there are two new encounters with an evolution each here, so here are those. New Mauville has 2 new encounters, although I'm gonna go over 4 Pokemon because both of them evolve. First is Magnemite. Magnemite is one of the classic electric types, although it's also steel since Generation 2. It's okay. It has good special attack, but that's the only, like, really good stat. Obviously it's defense too, but that's not really gonna help when it has a 4 times weakness to ground, and for some reason it does not have Levitate for an ability. I mean, once it evolves into Magneton, it's just more of the same. It's still going to be taking a ton of damage from ground-type moves. It still doesn't have Levitate, but it just has a good special attack stat. It can't even really get use out of, like, steel attacking moves because it doesn't learn that many, and also its attack stat isn't great. I'm sure in a future generation it'll get a 3rd evolution that'll just make it so usable, but... unfortunately, right now, its weakness to ground really, it really holds it back. Unfortunately, Voltorb is even less good than Magnemite. It's a pure electric type, so it has less of a weakness to ground, but unfortunately, its defenses are now lower to make up for that fact. Static is an okay ability. Soundproof is, like, extremely situational. Like, I'd imagine it'd be most helpful in this generation because Pokemon like Whismur exist that use mainly sound-based moves, but other than that, I don't think it really holds up. Its only really good stat is its speed, which, I don't know, it just can't do a ton of damage. It does get Self-Destruct and Explosion, which are the moves it's most known for, but it has such a low attack stat. I get that the moves, like, cut the defense of the opponent in half before they go off, but it's still not likely to knock anything out. Well, actually, I guess it depends on the level. I'm not going to underestimate Voltorb. It's probably beaten me before. Once it evolves into Electrode, it's just a better version of the same thing. However, it actually only has 140 in its speed stat in generations 1 through 5. But it was elevated to 150 in Gen 6 because, this thing has below average stats and it relies mostly on physical attacks. What should we do? Oh, I know, increase its speed. I don't know why they increased its speed instead of its attack, but whatever. Electrode is okay. So as you can see by the footage, the gimmick here is you have to press these buttons in the right order, and my brain just can't process that apparently. Sometimes these Pokeballs will be Pokeballs, but other times they will be Voltorb. The Voltorb that come from the Pokeballs, I'm pretty sure, always have self-destruct or explosion, so they are extremely dangerous if your Pokemon are low on health. This isn't a challenging dungeon by any means. I'm not going to go out of my way to get all the items just because, I mean, I kind of just want to get in and get out, but you're bound to run into an Electrode or a Voltorb eventually. Well, just a Voltorb. I don't think Electrode can appear here, but you're bound to run into one eventually if you aren't careful. If you go here, you can get a Thunderstone. This is why I hate this game's bag. There's not unlimited storage in the bag, so it kinda sucks. I'm gonna have to deposit a ton of stuff into the PC. And use vitamins and stuff, obviously, because, I mean, we're not going to use them otherwise. If we put them in the PC, I'll just end up forgetting about them. We got a Thunderstone here. It's used to evolve certain Pokemon. I don't think we've run into any that evolved through it yet. Step in the switch. The generator appears to have stopped. Whoa, I'm surprised they actually bothered to put in the detail of it not glowing anymore. I don't know why I'm surprised about that. That's like a detail that Pokemon is generally good about, is changing sprites to reflect things, but I don't know. I just didn't expect it. You can use an escape rope to get out of here like you can any cave or indoor dungeon. Let's go tell Watson we're done. While we're heading back, this is the time when I'm going to go over the new encounter we didn't get on Route 115 and its evolution. Also, from this point on, I'm going to be doing live bios again because it's just very tricky for my brain to have to do math to figure out the exact time to start and stop talking. Jigglypuff is a weird Pokemon in the sense that it's not really good at anything, but it's not terrible at anything either. It is obviously known for its Sing move, because that's just kind of how it was portrayed in the anime. It got really angry whenever it put anyone to sleep with its singing, and the joke was that that's literally what the move Sing does. But, I don't know, Sing's not a very good move. It gets the type coverage that basically all normal types get, don't get me wrong, and that's something you could not possibly fault it for. But, I don't know, you got a Moonstone in Meteor Falls, so you can evolve it into Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is kind of more of the same, except it has better stats all around. It's obviously bulkier than Jigglypuff, and honestly probably the bulkiest normal type we'll be seeing in the game, as far as I remember at least. It's okay, I just don't really see it used ever. Maybe in Gen 1, but Gen 1 was kind of a different story because of Hyper Beam being incredibly broken back then. Anyway, okay, thanks, Repel.
I knew it, Winter. I knew I made the right choice asking you.
I'm not doing this voice. This is my thanks. A TM containing Thunderbolt. Go on, you've earned it.
It pleases me to no end to see the young step up and take charge.
I just said I wasn't going to do that voice, and then I just continued right away. Thunderbolt is, in my opinion, the best electric-type move in this game. That's debatable. There are moves like Shockwave that you might prefer because of the fact they never miss, but I don't agree. Thunderbolt has good power, 100 accuracy, and decent PP too. There's not much wrong I can say about it. It also has a 30% chance to paralyze. I'm getting rid of Shockwave on Carbon for Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt will most likely be on Carbon's final moveset. Did Appa pick up another thing? God, Appa, this is your third item within 10 minutes. Another super potion, alright. Well, this has been a short episode, but I had a beginning and end point in mind, and this is the end point. Next time on Pokemon Emerald, we are going to be heading out this way to our next city. it feels like we've been side questing forever, but it's only been like 2 episodes. See you guys then.